Observatory. This is Steve Smith, and we're going to continue with our RGB processing. And so the last image that we put together is our NGC 3628 Hamburger Galaxy, and we applied color calibration, spectrophotometric color calibration in PixInsight. So we're going to go ahead and open that image, and the next thing to do is apply Russell Croman's BlurXTerminator. Now, we did this in the Lumen, and you may remember that the first thing that we need to do is determine a full width half maximum for the X and Y values, take the average of that, and use that as our point spread function number for Russell Croman's tool. So we're going to go to Script. Actually, before we do that, we're going to make a preview, because we want to remember that we just need to do stars. We just need to select stars. So there's a little preview. We've just got some stars in it. There she is. Go under Script, Render, PSF Image, PSF standing for Point Spread Function. And we have the preview selected, not the entire image. So when we hit Evaluate here, not going to take much time because it's got a smaller area to work with, and it's just going to be looking at those stars. And right away it came up with an analysis, and the full width half maximum X 4.54 and in Y 4.01. Again, remember that this is an indication of what our atmospheric seeing is. Full width half maximum is a way of kind of assessing how your seeing is. The lower the full width half maximum, the better. We want to take the average of these two and use that as our point spread function value for the BlurXTerminator tool. And so halfway between 4.54, the average of those two is about 4.26. We can go ahead and quit the point spread function. So write down 4.26, so remember it. We'll go ahead and click OK. We're going to go back to our full image here, and then under Preview, we don't need the preview anymore. We can hit Delete. And now we're ready to apply the BlurXTerminator. And again, this is RC Astro, Russell Croman, BlurXTerminator. And normally the preset for this would be automatic PSF, automatic point spread function. But since we know what ours is, we get to uncheck that box and put in 4.26. And now we are ready to apply the BlurXTerminator tool to our entire image. Again, this is going to sharpen up the details in the galaxy. It's also going to make the stars a little bit smaller. And so that'll be this will be a nice improvement to our RGB image. Remember that we've already done this with the Lumen. Now, for SPARQ students, when you're done with this image, I'm not going to wait for this tool to completely finish running, since we did this in Lumen already. Remember to save it as the next step in the process, and so this is the fourth step in our RGB folder. So we're going to save it as the NGC 3628 4. The number 4, then RGB, and then the abbreviation for the tool that we use, so we know what tool we use with which step, and I use BXT. So that's how we're going to save this image when the BlurXTerminator is done running. Thanks again for joining me. The next step that we're going to do is going to be Russell Croman's other tool that we have, which is NoiseXterminator, and I will see you for that video next time. Thanks again for watching. This is Steve Smith at the SPARQ Observatory.